So then, day for talking Wolves after a very, let's say, it was an entertaining day. It was an enjoyable day. I've just got back from the Emirates Stadium, back in Wolverhampton now after Wolves held Arsenal at the Emirates Stadium, 1 goal apiece. And I think if you said you didn't, well, you wouldn't take a draw before, well, at the start of the game, you'd probably be lying, because I think a lot of us would have taken a point. And that's what we got in the end. However, we have come back a little bit more frustrated and disappointed than what we would have thought of, because Wolves went there today, played some football and made a really good account of themselves and played really, really well. Starting off with the lineup, unchanged again. It's what Nuno does. If we were to change, I think it'd be very, very minimal. Obviously, talk of Morgan Gibbs-White coming in and maybe even Dendoncker. None of those did, both on the bench today. Obviously, we did see Morgan towards the end of the game, which we'll talk about later on. But yeah, Wolves started off really, really well. Obviously, Arsenal hogged the possession, which we probably would have expected. That's what they do. But with Wolves, we pressed high, as did Arsenal. I think the one thing with the Premier League is that a lot of people expect more time on the ball in the Premier League. When we came up from the Championship, I think people were expecting that Neves and Moutinho could have a lot more time on the ball. And it's just not been the case, has it? Arsenal really high press, really got in our faces, and we coach really well with that. We've seen it a couple of times this season. I saw it sort of against Watford, where we actually struggled when they pressed high. But we did okay today, and you know, we got that early goal. Fantastic give and go for Cavallero and Jimenez. Got us the opening goal. And we deserved it at that point. We played really, really well. We probably should have added another one at some point. Costa had a good effort. Leno made some fantastic stops throughout the game. But it just felt as if, you know, because we didn't grab that second goal, the Arsenal goal was always coming. Obviously, they had a couple of great chances in the first half. A couple that were blocked brilliantly. I think Ryan Bennett, I think he may have even blocked both of them. Correct me if I'm wrong. But 2 big chances from Arsenal. And the best thing was that Wolves defended so well. We frustrated the influential players like Ozil, Aubameyang and Lacazette. Ozil couldn't create anything with how well Neves and Moutinho did. And with how well Bennett played and Cody played and Willy Bolly, all 3 of them at the back. Bennett again, by the way, fantastic. All those people that really want him to get out the team and get Dendoncker in. I think we may struggle to see Dendoncker in this lineup for a long time, because Ryan Bennett again with another sensational performance. Really frustrating Lacazette and Aubameyang. Both of them, you could tell after about 20-25 minutes when things weren't going their way, their body language just went so negative. And that gave Wolves an up. We restricted them from long-range efforts. It wasn't their day, to be honest. And going into the half-time, the first time Wolves have led a game this season at half-time. Only Arsenal and Cardiff are the 2 teams that haven't been in the lead at half-time. Quite an alarming stat for Arsenal and Arsenal fans, to be fair. But Wolves were the better team throughout, to be honest. Although we didn't have a lot of the ball, we created better chances and we should have put more chances away. Second half came, and again, same sort of thing. I thought Helder Costa was brilliant today, running at his men. So for me, the Arsenal back 4, of course, you got Hector Bellerin, who's a very quick guy, but he made a couple of mistakes. Johnny played really, really well against him. The back 2 of Mustafi and Holding as a top 6 team, I wouldn't be too comfortable with that. And we saw that Holding really struggled at times. And then you got Kolasinac, who, yeah, he's a big fella, a big unit. But pace-wise, he's not fantastic. So Costa had a really good game against him. But coming into the second half, a couple of good opportunities. Most of them coming later in the second half. Of course, Adama coming on through the middle, which I thought was quite surprising. But it sort of showed why Wolves did it and why Nuno did it. Because every time a ball was coming in, or we were clearing it, it was going straight down the middle. And who's the man there? Mr. Adama Traore. He really caused them problems today. Obviously, the most notable one was his opportunity towards the end of the game. Great long ball, outpaced the centre-half. I was sort of hoping, you know, for on goal. Most of the goal time out, I thought he was just going to, not hit and hope, but sort of smash it. Very similar to his West Ham goal. And obviously, hopefully get that winner for us. Put the game to bed. But he didn't. And then, of course, Jota had an opportunity. Very unselfish from Jimenez to play it across. Jota, great save from Leno. And, of course, right at the 95th minute when it was 1-1, Morgan Gibbs-White, a beautiful effort. Good run again, good breakaway again. Adama turning this time and laying it off to Morgan Gibbs-White. Looping it over Leno, hitting the bar and bouncing off the line. It was so, so close. Obviously, the Arsenal goal, which we haven't touched on. Very fortunate, to be fair, coming from a cross all the way through. Very, very difficult for Patricio to do anything about that, because as a goalkeeper, you can't really commit to the cross. But at the same time, you're expecting a touch. So it's very, very difficult. And obviously that's what Arsenal need, and that's the look you're going to get as a Big Six team, when us at the moment playing so well but not taking these 1 or 2 key chances. That's going to be the difference between us getting a point at the Emirates and a massive 3 points at the Emirates. But we're creating opportunities. Of course, there's all this talk of a striker. Today shows maybe sort of both things, really. Why we need a striker, for someone to put those chances away. But at the same time, the chances came all across the front three, where Jota had a chance, Costa had his opportunity. Jimenez, to be fair, didn't really have many opportunities, but he created a lot more. Where's the balance? You know, you've got to think where actually needs strengthening, or is it just a case of actually practicing a little bit more in the training ground and putting it into practice and putting it into motion on the pitch? But a very positive performance, a great way for us to come off the back of three defeats. And you know, next 2 games, Cardiff and Huddersfield, I believe. It's got to be 6 points there. Got to be 6 points for Wolves. Hopefully we do. Hopefully we bounce back. Positive performance, as I say, at the Emirates. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, guys. And enjoy the rest of your week. We've got a little bit of an international break now, but I'm sure we'll get some content up on the channel. Until next time though, guys, as I say, enjoy the rest of your day, enjoy the rest of your week, and I'm sure I'll see you all very, very soon.